what's going on guys, Mystery and today we're back in Dead Frontier and my game is going to freeze and it's going to irritate me for this entire video. So one thing I want to just talk about today is the fact that I've got a specific weapon in my hands right now, which is the Barnell Crossbow, which is a limited edition weapon, doesn't cause aggro, and it's got some serious damage as a rifle. Now, if this stops freezing for about 2 seconds, it should be fantastic, but it won't because I'm not that lucky when it comes to playing this game ever. But as you can see, it does a bunch of damage. Even nylon crits literally is over 100 damage per hit, which is amazing in terms of just looting wise, just to get rid of enemies on the screen. It's heavy hitting, like on a quote what Clayton said, but obviously it's one bullet, one mag, if that makes sense. But here's the trade-off for it. It's got unlimited ammo. Yes, this bad boy has unlimited ammo. Do you know what that means? Of course you do. It's going to basically outrival quite a lot of weapons in Dead Frontier. So obviously you've got, so I've skipped 17 frames over the last 2 minutes according to OBS. Give me a second, we'll do a quick freeze, a quick pause. It's a shame you can't pause on OBS at all, but that'll do its thing. So as you've seen, it does over 600 damage, even though I've got 8% boost, it literally is noticeable. About 100 damage on non-crits as well, which is superb in all honesty. So it rivals other weapons such as the X-Garand, Longshot, and the X-Dusk Enforcer. You might be thinking, okay, why is that? They're all quite valuable in their own senses. Which is true. All of them will be valuable in their own senses. So as for this talk, the Longshot and the X-Garand are kind of going to be stuck together in terms of what they are used for. But we're going to take the crossbow and talk about it mainly. So as you've seen, unlimited ammo, heavy hitting, limited edition. So this thing I can see going up in price in the market, because currently right now it's about 25 mil, which is roughly how much it is to buy 1,000 credits on the market. I think it's fixed now, seems it. So why is this going to be such a big thing as well? Well, see, if you look at the other weapons I mentioned, X-Garand, the Longshot and X-Dusk Enforcer, they're all kinda end game items, where the Dusk Enforcer is the one that you would get obviously from doing your clan runs, top survivor, or even hitting the max level cap. You would honestly think, okay, it's got semi decent damage, it's got a larger mag, unlimited ammo, and that it's not as easily as accessible as you'd think. I mean, I know for myself it took me years just to get into a clan who let me help to a certain degree to get it, and getting this crossbow, I've literally switched my mind. Like, I want this crossbow in my hands instead of Dusk Enforcer. So where does that leave the Dusk Enforcer exactly? Kinda in a weird spot, in honesty. If you have the option to grab a crossbow, definitely do it. If you don't have the option, like say after the sale ends, you don't have enough money to buy the crossbow as it is after the sale, then you're kind of stuck. You're stuck with the Dusk Enforcer, but doesn't deal as much damage. Yes, it has unlimited ammo, which is kind of alright. It is a decent weapon, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't do enough damage in my opinion. But the unlimited ammo aspect of any gun is honestly the best thing you can go for. As you can see right now, 3 hits, 3 non-crits in a row, which is fine, I can deal with that. Whereas if the Dusk Enforcer, I'd get constant crits. And it literally doesn't make any sound. It makes a sound when you obviously fire it, but it doesn't attract any aggro unless you don't kill the zombie, which is something this game is a first game. So this is what makes the crossbow way more desirable than any of those weapons. So the Dusk Enforcer is kinda its lame cousin that you don't want to talk to, but you kinda want as a bragging, want around as a bragging, or not bragging fool, but like a social rank in a sense. So you can say I've got it, I'm using it, or stuff like that. But yeah, so now we're moving on to the long shot and the X Grand. Now I have had reports of the price in the market going down for these, which is understandable because this does rival it. However, from what I've been told, the damage with the crossbow has been nerfed in PvP in the arena, so that's not something people go for. There is a handful of grinders, not grinders, the PvPers in the game, which fair on them. Oh, it's not bad luck actually. Like, fair on them, you can PvP all you want in a broken game with the worst sync I've ever seen. And that was out of the length for that, okay. So, go for it like I said. But this gun overall, for looting wise, boss hunting, it has more use than most weapons in the game. Now, don't get me wrong, see when it comes to aggro, it's not good. It's literally difficult to deal with. It's, even though it does its damage, it still has those non-crits what causes issues. Why'd I take it? And because it's gotten on, like, see, 1, it's got freeze now, okay. 2, and 1 down here, like, see, those 3 crits still do a lot of damage, but it don't do enough. Now I've only got 8% damage boost, but see, once I get my ultra boost out, it's going to be a lot of heavy hitting, so I can't complain about it. But in general, for players who get it, yeah. So right now, if I believe right, like I said, it's around 25 million for on the market. That price is just going to rise, and honestly, anyone with the right mind will realise that this gun's actually going to be, this crossbow is one of a kind, limited edition obviously, it's just going to just add to it, but it's got something more to it that you never find with any other weapon that you can't buy, which is the unlimited ammo, the silent shots. I've not dragged any aggro to me like if I would have the X-Dusk Enforcer. Now, obviously this is a lot easier to get right now. It's 1000 credits or 1.2k if you're, come on, so that's one of the issues right there, or 1.2k or stuff like that if you're a non-GM. Still brilliant prices, honestly. I would recommend getting it. It will go up to about 50 mil after the sale, if not more, because of how it is. So overall, where's this leave everything? Well, it leaves the state of the game in a weird spot right now, because obviously you got this overpowered brand new item that's going to make the market fluctuate quite a lot in terms of your limited edition long shot, your X Grands, which is meant to be easily achievable. But I've not looked at the X part in months, and it's just going to, like I said, it's just going to fluctuate the market to the point where it's just going to be in a weird spot for, I'll say like a month or so, and then people will start buying it more and more and be like, okay, this is actually really good, why did I not pick this up for 1k credits when it's now at 50 mil? It's literally going to double in price at least, I think. And on that note, actually, I'm going to end the video here, but not until I say this. So, I currently have a extra crossbow sitting in my storage right now for the Frontier players. What I'm going to do is, if I can get 1000 subscribers by the end by the 9th, 1,000 subscribers, which is literally right now. I'm going to double check because I'm not that far off. But because everything's going slow. So I'm at 893 right now. If I can get 1,000 subscribers, the 1k mark, just from you guys, the different DR community, I will give away that crossbow. And it's not going to be massacre, it's just going to be the normal craft, the 444. If you guys can help me get that, I will give it away. And once I hit that, I'll make a separate video about, okay, hey, so this is what you need to do. So it's so much easier for everyone to deal with. If you want updates on this, please check the description of this video because I've got a Discord link. Please click that link and you'll get more updates regarding this. I've not got much for the Frontier community on there just yet. I would love to, because obviously the Frontier is one of the games I play. I just want to build up all the fans and that, or quote unquote fans, onto the Discord so we can have a community there. And honestly, the Discord has been very quiet in the past year, since obviously I rarely make videos nor stream nor have a community anymore as it is. But I would appreciate if anyone did join, and you may have a good chance to win the crossbow that I'm offering, which is going to be pretty cool. That's basically an extra 25 mil for you right there. Anyway guys, I'll see you later and goodbye.